scared? No. Those words changed my life. So today I want to talk about how a disaster changed my life and actually become a blessing. So as Kwang just said, I'm running a business. So many people ask me, hey, Nick, why do you have the courage to start a business? And I always said, I had no choice. So running a business was never my thing. When I was young, my dream was to become a website designer or a website developer or a programmer. So when I was young, when I think ahead, actually, I want to do that. So I started to do web designing for my classes or for my friends. And when I was 15, I started learning programming language like VB or C++. So when I graduated, I found a programming job in a startup company. So when I found a job, it's like a dream because I finally fulfilled my dream, right? So I can learn so much things. I learned Python, I learned Ruby on Rails, all kinds of programming language. So I was so excited until 3 months later. I started to notice that my life is kind of tedious. Every day I'm doing the exact same thing. I wake up and I went to the office. I work for 10 hours and I go home. When I go home, I feel so tired. So I fall down. When I woke up, it's already 9 o'clock. So I have to go to the office again. Then I work whole day. I went back, fall down. I wake up, work, went back, fall down. Then I start asking myself, is this the lifestyle I want? Do I have to do this for 20 years, 30 years, or my entire life? So I kind of I want to leave the job. But then there's a voice in my mind saying, hey, you should not quit right now because if you leave the job too early, you have bad record on your resume. You will not find another job. So I was so struggled because I hate the job, but I have to do that. So I keep on doing that. I go to the office, I work, I go there, fall down, yes. Then so I start to feel more and more anxious, disappointed, depressed. I feel like there's no hope. So one day when I woke up, I said to myself, I cannot stand this anymore. So I prayed. There are only 3 words in my prayer. God, save me. So if you remember from the Bible, it's a prayer Peter said to Jesus when he was sinking to the water. And Jesus just grabbed him. So I said, God, save me. Then I went back to the work. I worked for a whole day. Then I was called into the office. By then, I was like, oh, another boring job. But my boss said to me, you are fired. Guess how I feel by then?
Yes!
Yes! Yes! I feel so excited. This is the happiest moment in my life. And also, I never had any prayer get answered in 8 hours. I pray in the morning, answer at night. But I cannot show my face, my happy face to my boss. Oh, okay. I can, but in my mind, it's like jumping, right? So when I was packaging my thing, I was so excited. But when I was moved away from my office, the excitement starting to turn into worries. What should I do next? When I think ahead my future, what should I do? Yes, because all the job in Taiwan, just like that, work overtime all the time. I become more and more worries. But then in my mind, I see a vision. I remember in the book of Exodus, God is leading his people out of Egypt, and they split the Red Sea and bring them to the promised land. So then I say, yes, I can pray. If my prayer gets answered in 8 hours, I can pray again. So I prayed again. I say, God, if you bring me out of Egypt, bring me to the promised land. Guess how quick this prayer gets answered?
8 hours?
2 days.
Getting slower.
So 2 days later, my friend called me. He said, hey, Nick, I heard you got fired. My brother is running a business. Maybe you can talk. And that's how I met my first business mentor. And I learned from him so much. He actually taught me how to start a business. And after a year, I start my own business. So if you ever experience any disaster in your life, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe God is bringing you to your promised land. Thank you.